This is an instructional video for students on how to use the weaving loom for second graders at Sibley Elementary. To get started, we need our loom. One side will look like this, and one side will have strings that run vertical lines. Make sure that the vertical lines are facing up. Next, we'll need a shuttle. A shuttle will have yarn wrapped around it. Make sure that your yarn is not too loose when you're trying to weave, and that you keep your shuttle with a tail on it. To start, we take our stick and we're going to go under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over, all the way across our entire loom. The stick is to help make it so that it's easier to put the shuttle through. If you prefer not to use the stick, or it becomes too difficult, you can skip this step. Once we've woven through and made sure that each string is under and over, the opposite of the last, we turn our stick on its side. This opens up our loom so that it's easy to put a shuttle through. The first time I used my shuttle, I would slide it through and leave a tail. Pull it down to the bottom and lower my stick. I can push it all the way to the bottom of my loom. The next row is a little tougher. I need to look and see if my last string went under or over. If my horizontal weaving ended going over my vertical line, I'm going to take my stick and start going under. If it had ended going under, like it does on this side, I would start going over. Weave through, making sure that it's opposite of the last row the entire way across. If it's not opposite, when you go to pull your shuttle through, it will pull out your last row. So it's very important before you turn it up that you double check. It went under this string, this vertical string, so now my stick goes over that string. Then I would pull my stick up to make my opening, and I put my shuttle through. It's very important that my shuttle starts on the same side that it ended. If my shuttle ended over on the left side, I would pull it through from left to right. Once I've pulled it through, I lower my stick and push my weaving down. Make sure that you don't pull this side too tight. If I pull on my shuttle too hard, it will pull this string in over time. If I keep it too loose, I end up with a loop over here. If that happens, just pull on the side with my shuttle and make it a little tighter. I will continue weaving back and forth, double checking before I start a new row. Since this ended going over, I will start by going under. Over, under, over, all the way across my loom. After I've woven over, under, double check, is it right? If it is, turn your stick on the side, check that you're starting your shuttle on the correct side. This time it ended on the right, so I'll go from right to left. Lower your stick and pull it down. You'll continue weaving back and forth like this until you're done. If you prefer to just use your shuttle and not the stick, that's fine. I work it the same way. If I ended with over on this side, my shuttle will go underneath my string, over the next one, under, over. This time, I'm not using the stick to make it so I can slide my shuttle through faster. I'm just using my shuttle to weave from side to side. Again, make sure you're not leaving a loop and pull your yarn down to the bottom. Keep going back and forth. Since I ended over, my next row would go under, over, under, all the way across. If I want to start a new color, I would weave it just the same. Let me show. If I wanted to have a new color, I would go ahead and leave a tail on my first one.